Alrighty, so today we're going to take a look at installing a virtual machine on FreeNAS 11. This is release candidate 4. We're going to do a Windows VM install. So first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to create a share on your NAS that you can put your ISO on. I've created a special data set called VM ISOs, and the permissions are very important for this one. For VM ISOs, you're going to want to click on the permissions you're going to want to get into this in particular one, so click the little plus, go to change permissions. You're going to want to make sure that other read and execute are selected, and then set those recursively. Okay, I've already done that, and inside that data set I've already uploaded my ISO. You will need to turn on SMB or one of the other share services and add that data set so that you can upload your ISO. Next, you're going to want to create a Zvol. The Zvol is required for your drive space, basically, for your VM. So I already have a virtual machine running on this server, but I'm going to go ahead and create another one for you. So Zvol name is going to be YouTube Windows. And select a size, 100 gigabytes. You know, you can pick whatever size you want. I'm going to go with 100 gigs. I've got more than enough space on this NAS. Alright. Then you go down to VMs. And you're going to go add VM. Give it a name. So we're going to go YouTube Windows. Give it a description. Give it however many CPU cores you want to give it. In this case, I'm going to give this one only 2. And then how much RAM? I'm going to give it 8 gigs. Click OK. Alright, so then you want to click on it. You want to go to Devices right over here. So it automatically adds the VNC and the network interface card. What you want to do is you want to add 2 things. YouTube Windows. You need to add a disk drive. In this case, I gotta select YouTube Windows. Hit OK. One thing to keep in mind here, you do want to keep it selected to that default option right over here, the AHCI. The next thing we need to do is do our CD-ROM. So I'm going to do the same thing, add device, select the VM that I'm trying to add the device to, select CD-ROM. We'll go to Browse, Mount, Tank, which is the name of my volume. We're going to go to VM ISOs, and I have Windows Server 2016 standard ISO right there, so we're going to click on that and hit OK. Alright, so now we're going to click on VMs again to see our 2 VMs sitting over here. Now what you need to do is you need to get a VNC application set up and ready to go. I recommend Real VNC. I haven't had any problems with it so far. So I tried using Screens, which is a Mac VNC app available in the App Store, and I had some issues with it. You may get it to work without any problems. There are some settings though that you will need to set up that I'll show you. So you just go over here to download on their website and click on VNC Viewer. Click on the OS that you're running and download it. And once you install it, you'll have it right here. Alright. Okay, so our NAS's IP is 192.168.1.3. So we're going to come over here and we're going to do New Connection. This is YouTube Windows. Oh, whoops. That was supposed to be the name. Not right there. This is going to be our IP address. So 192.168.1.3. Now what we need to do is we need to put the IP and port number with a colon separator. So we're going to come back over here. It said our VNC port was 5903. So we're going to come back over here, 5903. Alright. Now another thing you have to do, at least currently with release candidate 4, is under picture quality you need to manually set it. Otherwise you won't get a stable connection. I'm going to go with medium. You can go with high. I do know that using low has issues, so I would just stick with medium. Not all VNC clients have the ability to set this, so it is important that you use one that has that option. Alright, so we're going to come back over here and we're going to hit start, yes, quickly go back and load up and hit continue, and we need to make sure we hit our spacebar or whatever to get into the Windows loader. And from here you're just doing a standard Windows setup like you normally would. Alright, so that pretty much sums up our VM configuration. It is a lot simpler than it was in Coral. There are a few bugs to work out. I mean, FreeNAS 11 is only in release candidate 4. It's not a mass production release. It's not a production release. This is our backup NAS. This is not our primary. So I'm still running Coral on my primary. This is the backup server. So we're trying to slowly get things into FreeNAS 11, so we've started with this. We'll get some more videos up as we move forward, and as they release Docker for FreeNAS 11. When that comes out, we'll get some videos up about that. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments, and as always, like and subscribe.